Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today I'm gonna share with you one of my favorite dips that is not only weight loss friendly, it's also very high in protein. So a lot of dips, yes, they're delicious and they might be weight loss friendly, but they are usually not high in protein. This is something that you can have as a snack, you can have it as a light lunch, or like an addition to your dinner. It's super, super yummy, and it is so super easy to make. So there's a reason why this was going viral on the internet. And so now I'm gonna make it here with you. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to dice our pickles. So we're using just hot spears, pickles. Okay, so these are you can use any pickles. They don't have to be these. These are just what they had at my local store, and they are yummy. So here we are. We're gonna just get right into it. I actually wanna walk you through this in case you are making this with me. You're gonna want your yogurt. So I've just got some Greek yogurt. This is a 0 fat. Then we have our cream cheese. I got the whipped because the whipped is a lot easier for this. We have some crispy bacon, jalapenos, some green onion. We have the ranch seasoning. You can use a packet. You can use the one from Trader Joe's. You can make your own. Any type of ranch seasoning will work. And then you also want any cheese. I actually think a sharp cheddar would work really well for this. I got this one that's a cheddar with a jack. I don't feel like it's as strong of a flavor, but it still works really, really well for this. So we're just gonna kind of dice this. Now you can like finely dice it. You can leave it in chunks. I think it really is just personal preference. And it doesn't have to be finely chopped, but hey, I feel like this is good enough right there. So we have our pickles, and I have enough to make more, and I can also use these as my dipper, which I love to do that. I've already made this twice. Turns out delicious every time. Now to add protein, I am doing the Greek yogurt. Last time I made this, I added the Greek yogurt and I added chicken. So think like rotisserie chicken. It's what you have left. You want it to be more of like a lunch. Boom, throw in some chicken and it's going to elevate your dip. So typically, the recipe that was going viral was made with mayonnaise and cream cheese. One, I think it is way too rich because imagine having that much mayo. And two, it didn't have the protein that I wanted. So by adding the Greek yogurt, now, I don't know if you know this, 18 grams of protein per 3/4 of a cup. That's a lot of protein. You know what I mean? So we have our Greek yogurt. Now we have our cream cheese. Okay, boom, boom, boom. To give it the flavor, we have our ranch seasoning mix, okay? Give it a good mix. Okay, so it does seem a little thick right now. Not to worry, because guess what we're gonna add in here? We're gonna add a little pickle juice. Now, I will say you want to look at the ingredients, okay? Look at the ingredients in your pickles. Make sure it doesn't have some type of dye. Make sure it doesn't have these weird ingredients you can't pronounce, because all of that, like, you're obviously eating that. It's going into your body, your gut, you know, your yogurt. Make sure that your yogurt doesn't have, like, again, just ingredients in there that you cannot pronounce, unless it's like the bacteria, because obviously yogurt has natural bacteria. You just want to make sure you read your labels, because sometimes when you're reading the packaging, it looks beautiful. They do a great job at that. And then you turn it over and you're like, OMG, I just had palm oil. OMG, I just had canola oil. So all of that makes a huge difference. So if you're feeling like you get bloated after you eat, maybe your digestion is off, things like that, all of that, you can actually heal it by going through like a whole gut health journey. And you don't have to go like, oh my God, Myra, like this is crazy. I don't even know where to start. Or like, you know, I've wanted to do it, but I'm scared. All you have to do is start with even making small changes. Start with your oils. So instead of canola, instead of soybean, instead of like grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, instead of using those oils, then do the oils that we already know for sure are like gut healthy. So we have avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. You can also use animal fat, so like beef tallow. You can use ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. Those are all fats that you can cook with that are actually good for your gut. Then we know refined sugars, right? Refined sugars. That's something you won't find sugar in my house, but I do have sweeteners. So I have allulose, I have stevia, I have monk fruit. So I have sweeteners that are not gonna wreak havoc on your gut. Okay, and then, so that's what I did. When I went through my whole gut health journey, I eliminated the seed oils, I eliminated sugar. I personally eliminated gluten and dairy for 6 months. And guys, it made the world of a difference. I also took my seeds, so my probiotic and my prebiotic. I've been taking it now for over 4 years. It's been an absolute game changer. At that point, when I would eat, like my stomach would literally blow up. Like I felt pregnant. My digestion was totally off. My hair was falling out. Like it was a whole hot mess. And so that's what made me go through a change. I was like, I really, really have to make this change. So I did that. And then of course, incorporated a very high quality probiotic and prebiotic. So if you don't have one, I will leave the one that I use linked in the description below. It's called Seed. It's the DSO1. So this is actually a prebiotic and a probiotic. So it's a capsule within a capsule, makes it down into your colon, feeds all the gut bacteria that needs to be fed down there. So this one is like top tier, like the best you're gonna find out there. I have a discount code that you can use. It's LCL20. It'll get you 20% off on your order. So I'll leave that linked in the description below. But I'm telling you, there are these brands that will do it. They will trick you. So make sure you're reading those labels, and just know that even if the packaging looks pretty and it's sold at like Whole Foods, or it's sold at some of these grocery stores that you think are gonna have like the best products. I'm not saying they don't, but I'm saying that some of them do sneak by and I see them and I'm like, OMG, I almost bought this. You know what I mean? So like you just want to make sure that you are reading that. So now I added in my pickles. So I have my pickles into my yogurt. Okay, so we're gonna put this right into our container. And I guess I could have mixed everything in here, but the whole point to this was to make it in the container. I just forgot. It's like to avoid using a bunch of dishes and stuff, but it's probably also easy. Like if you're gonna go to a party or you're going to host or you're traveling with this, it also makes it really easy to just throw the lid on it and let's go. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna do the green onion. Might as well just toss everything in. I'm gonna give it a good shake. Green onion, jalapenos for a little spice. And we have our crispy bacon. And then, dun, 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 do not forget, we add some cheese. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try to mix this. I know, it doesn't even make sense. Almost, you know what? We're not gonna struggle. We are not gonna be those people today. I'm just gonna mix it in here. I was supposed to throw the ingredients all in there and then give it a good mix, but we're doing it in a bowl to make our life easier. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put it back in. Okay, and then you have your choice. We have carrots, broccoli, celery, little tomatoes. I have my chips that are fried in avocado oil. This is obviously super low carb. So if you want to stay very low carb, then you're gonna go the veggie route. I'm trying to think what chips. They have protein chips that are low carb, pork rinds. There's a lot of chip options, but today we're just gonna go with, let's just try this out with a little bit of celery. Yeah. Cheersies. So yummy. Now I did say I wanted to try it like this, so we're going to. All right. All right, cheersies. Oh my gosh. I don't know. They're both so good, but the dip is amazing. I'm gonna save these here because I'm definitely gonna indulge in this. Sometimes when I make some of these, I think like, how do people come up with this? Like mayo, cream cheese, throw bacon with pickles, you know what I mean? But then I try it And I'm like, I get it. Like, I actually get it. This one is obviously a much lighter version. This is like a weight loss friendly option, low carb. Well, the other one is low carb too, but this is much lower in calories and much higher in protein. So this is low calorie, high protein version of the viral pickle dip. But I'm telling you, hands down, this is a must try. If you love pickles, don't even think about it. Go grab them, make them. You're gonna love them. I think it's a very like, it's like a very decadent dip, but not like, if it were made with mayo, I could see where it would be like too much. But this way, it's like Greek yogurt. So the Greek yogurt's like a little tarty. It's like thick, but it's not too heavy. And then you mix in the cream cheese, so you get like that creamy mouthfeel. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it works so well. And then just think about that mixed with a little bit of, you get the jalapenos and you have the green onion and then you have the crispiness from the bacon. It's just like everything together just works so well. And the only thing I would say to do on top of this that I did last time I made it was throw in some chicken. Some rotisserie chicken shredded, kind of mixed in there. So think of like a chicken salad with all of these flavors. Oh my God, it works so good. So yes, another one for you guys to make. Again, this is great just for as a snack. Meal prep this bad boy. Look at this. When you're done, put the little top on it, store it in the fridge. If you wanna go somewhere to a party, this is one of those dips that is worth it. Take it to a picnic, to a birthday party, to a potluck, stuff like that. Look at it, like it's just great to take in the container, and then you can take whatever, take chips, take your veggies, and you are good to go. Even if they don't have something else for you to eat, you know you'll have your dip to eat, and it's delicious, like it's so good. So anyway, I hope you like this recipe. I cannot wait for you to make it. Come back, let me know what you think. If you tried the original version and then you try my version, then let me know which one you like best. I did not even try the original one because I wasn't gonna eat that much mayonnaise, but this one right here, thumbs up. Anyway, everything's linked in the description below. Always make sure you check out the description. I have not only everything that I use, but I also have my ultra low carb meal plan on there. If you're trying to lose weight, you're kind of stuck, you don't know what to do, I walk you through, hold your hand, walk you through breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, everything that you could possibly need when starting your weight loss journey. So if you or someone you know, friends or family that are on a weight loss journey, send them my meal plan. It could be very, very helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.